Hey guys, M12 Warthog here. I'm back with another video. And this one's being pretty much recorded right after my last Dungeon Siege 3 video. And today, I am going to continue on. Now, we went that way, but I want to come this way because it looks like it all loops around and fight some enemies. Now, I accidentally went the wrong way and had to back out because I didn't save at the last checkpoint according to my last video. But, now I want to come through here. Pretty much, teammates pretty much killed a few things here while we pretty much went in here and not really did much because we realized the low health I had was a problem. Especially because of the residual damage I'm getting from burning. Doing too much offensive, maybe I should switch it up. Okay. This will be a great chance for me to level up. Okay, time to back out. Let myself regen. So pretty much I'm gonna have to spam a lot of that. And this pretty much brings us not back to where we were, but figured I'd get sidetracked for a few moments while we beat up some enemies for leveling up and all that crap. Okay. So now I have to find where we went. So we went through this thing. Then we came over here, released these guys, we got that loot in there. And then those fires jackals pretty much attacked us, despite the fact that those cages were designed to keep them in, and we pretty much freed them. Just like this, but they're gonna attack us anyway. Even though that we're pretty much not showing them any harm. Got another sword for me and all that stuff. But let's see what's going on over here. Okay, so we just came this way. Okay. Now where do we need to go? Apparently this way. Okay, we keep going forward then, I guess. Okay, we took that guy down. Those things are getting annoying. Oh! We removed the bridge. We pretty much went higher, moved to a higher elevation, but rotated like 9 degrees. So this is the same bridge we were on before, just that it's being used to take us from a different platform to another platform, other than the ones that we went before. So my guess is we can't activate that switch, but if we wanted to, we could, and it would remove the bridge, but we don't need to at this point. And... whoops. Apparently holding down the up button does that. Okay, apparently it wants us to go all the way around here instead of just telling us to go right through here. Don't know why it does that, but it does, I guess. Okay. So, I know what that little clock thingy does. We saw those when we were fighting those spiders in the forest. Crap. I wasn't paying attention to my health bar. More than likely I would have regened and done this. But, what that does is it apparently means that you're being slowed down. I recently, upgraded Vanguard Strikes so that it could do that with some proficiency points. So it does that to some extent. Could you regen a little bit faster? That's all I ask. And I probably should not have done that quite yet, but there is loot in there, so I guess it's sort of worth it. Again? Really? I took down one of those big guys? And they're firing at a distance, so... oh my god. Thank you once again. But I pretty much have to be up close and personal about everything, because I'm a swordsman. I have to slice people's faces off. Next time I return to Stonebridge, I'm definitely stopping by the shop and buying some new armor and all that kind of crap. Not mean to use shield wall, I only meant to use, my regen. Okay. This way, towards this save point. Hold on. Of course, we need to grab all of this stuff. I probably have so much armor that's not as good as what I'm wearing currently that I could probably sell it and be able to buy a full suit of new armor and equipment that is at least better, that has a better armor for every armor and weapon slot. By now, it is ridiculous.
Please help. The Cyclopses have gone mad. They locked us in here and dragged my men off to Asinine knows what awful fate.
I'll free your men. Do you know where they were taken?
The Cyclopses took them. Over there, past the fire grates, on the other side of the chamber. I don't know what they're planning, but those two are like brothers to me. Please, will you help them?
Yeah, we will, but first... you're stuck in a cage.
Did you find my men? Are they alright?
No,
Please.
No, we just literally talked to you about 5 seconds ago about this. I literally just pulled the crank and let you out. I mean, I wasn't gonna leave you there to die, because they could have come back at any moment. Or at least give you something, food and water to eat, that way you're not trapped in there without sustenance. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, can you guys just...
Victory!
So my guess is that these workers either don't like... how much are you paying these workers? Or are you just forcing these guys to work for you? I mean, we're not really doing this expecting payment, because we're technically working for our kingdom that's, like, sort of fallen and in shambles right now, trying to save what's left of it, because someone, like, made lies about it at first, about what we've done, just to get people to join our enemy side and all of that stuff. But if you think about it, they do have a legitimate claim to the throne, but not everything that Dream Contender is saying is true, or at least that's what I think so far. It may be proven otherwise later on, maybe not, I don't know, but we'll find out when we get there. Okay. So now that I got this done, I am going to go over here. Sweet. Hey!
I thought I was a goner for sure. I need to get to the surface and let my family know that I'm not dead. I owe you one, Legionnaire.
No, not really. Well, I guess technically the fact that we're going to get something in return, as in, like, a vote, I guess. Say that, but of course I'm going to walk back here anyway. Because, you know, possibility of loot and all of that crap. Okay, sweet. What the heck did I get? Okay, well, I got a fire jackal trying to... Is that... No, that's just a goblin. That bomber. Where the... The goblin's boss. Okay, crap. Shield wall. Regen is up. I need to be able to move this way. I could have this thing restore focus, but really, I do not need that at the moment. Health regen is pretty much all I really need. It's low on health. Pretty much gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Combo, stone with shield bash, combo, stone with steel. Shield bash, combo, stun with shield bash, and keep doing that, I guess. I think this is the way to the next one. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Well, I am gonna save my game now. So that will be a thing that should get done, okay?
So you are the ones who fight for the Iron Tongue dogs. This foundry is ours now. We will never be slaves again.
So they pretty much were. Okay, now keep avoiding attacks. Okay. So they pretty much rose up because they didn't want to be enslaved. Now, one, I don't think this is a good idea, not because I think slavery's wrong. I do believe that's wrong, but, another reason is, if you think about it, the fall of one of the main contributing, well, a factor of the fall of Rome would be the fact that they had a bad economy. Now, one of the reasons for that is that most people would be like, oh, I could pay someone to do this job for me, but, you know, I have a friend who's a legionary, and, yeah, my, second cousin, and they, like, pretty much, or knew someone who was, like, in the army or something, and they always brought home slaves, and they had a lot of slaves, so I figured they pretty much did a lot of jobs for them, instead of paid people. And if you think about it, if you actually got people to work here, as workers that actually get paid, you know, it might actually create a few jobs and help this place, I'm just saying. If you want to do that, that would be kind of cool, I guess. Okay. Sweet. Speaking of level 20, that reminds me, there's one time I was watching someone a few days ago playing. Oh, I didn't regen in time. Playing some Kingdom Hearts. I remember telling them a story about how the first island that you start out on, I never left the island, really, until I was, like, level 20, and I'm like, screw this, I want to be prepared for whatever the heck happens. This is my first time playing a game like that, and I'm like, just do it.
No more! Why do you fight us? What have we done to you?
The other Cyclopses attacked us on sight. We had to defend ourselves.
You took the side of the bosses. You want to enslave us, to make us work without pay, just like the paper says.
Violence wasn't the answer.
You could have spoken to the Ironmongers. There was no need to shed blood.
Every time we tried to talk, they shouted and whipped us, so we struck back. The paper says there is a better fate for us, and it does not lie.
Slavery is quite a charge. They said you'd been working peacefully for years.
We worked for free because we didn't know better. Then I read from the paper, and I shared its words with my kin.
What paper are you talking about?
An old man gave the paper to me. He called it a manifesto. He said we deserve a better life. We have the right to refuse to work, to demand better pay.
I want to help them out, but I don't think they're gonna get our vote if we do that. But I want to be the good guy here and help them out.
If you tell your brothers to stand down, we'll talk to Meister Castle.
I will trust you to go to the Ironmongers. To decide
I'm trusting you on this.
this fight.
I am trusting you on this.
By your mercy that we live. We will accept whatever judgment you make.
Meister Castle did not tell us the whole
We
story.
promise. This is our promise. We will not attack any further guys if they stand down to us. Ah! How the heck am I supposed to get that loot there? Like, they leave it right there, but you can't get to it. That's just a load of BS. And it says this thing's connected somehow. Oh, I have to go under. I'm a freaking idiot. The map tells us what's connected, but it doesn't show us like a topographical map of what's higher and what's lower elevation on the map, so I think pretty much whatever I see on the map is all connected somehow. But not in the way that I'm seeing it as, so... I've learned in some games that you probably have a higher chance of finding something fancy in a chest like that if pretty much everything else just looks like this, all the other ones do. Then again, I still could get something crappy in there. And it's telling me to go this way, but there's still a marker on the screen. My guess is that's a reward or payment. Oh, this was the thing where we could read one thing but couldn't go through the other because of this. Okay, we're at the end. I guess some sort of door opened or something.
Surely you must be joking, Meister Fiddlewick. I shall not reward the slaying of my guild members with salaries and contracts. If these beasts weren't vital to the operation of the foundry, I'd charge every one of them with murder, and they could all go to the gallows.
Funny that you mention legal action. Last I recall, slavery was a criminal offense in Stonebridge. Shall we take this matter to the courts?
You weren't honest with me, Meister Castle. The Cyclopses didn't go mad. They were fighting for their rights.
What are you talking about? The Cyclopses turned violent and killed my people without provocation.
Yeah!
Is that what they told you? That this was a work strike? I'd say you've been misled.
The Cyclopses agreed to stop fighting if I speak to you on their behalf.
You... what? What nonsense is this?
Meister Castle is an endless font of courtesy and grace. Go ahead. Thank the Legion for saving your lives.
Yes, thank you for ending the violence. But what do you mean you speak for them? Those beasts are making demands?
They've been your slaves, free labor for your guild. Now they have a manifesto, and they demand a fair wage.
A manifesto? What kind of nonsense is that?
The Cyclops said that an old man gave them the manifesto. But what does it matter where their ideas came from, if their demands are fair?
An old man? The dapper old gent, no doubt. When Wolf hears about this, he's going to give me the "I told you so."
The foundry needs to reopen, one way or another. I speak for the Cyclopses, so whatever I say, they will honor.
Well then, something good came of all this violence. My good Legionnaire, tell the Cyclopses that they may resume work as salaried employees.
Shut your goblin spout. They agreed long ago to servitude as payment for their crimes. They cannot just ignore a contract.
They did, if they did say to serve at your side for payment and contract, that is true. As workers, but the way you've been treating them, I still think is unfair.
I've heard enough. I'm ready to decide.
My hands are tied. The Cyclopses will listen to you and you alone now that you've beaten them. I pray you make the right choice.
And I, for one, respect the old tradition of letting the Legion be the mediators of best resort.
The Cyclopses acted in self-defense. They must be given fair wages and treated with respect.
What? Nonsense! The Cyclopses are bound by an agreement. If you wanted my vote, you just lost it. Bah! Tell them I will negotiate their wages. This decision is foolish, but I won't have the Cyclopses leave. The city needs them.
He'll calm down eventually. But you have my thanks, and I pledge my vote to you when the time comes.
So pretty much the way it went is, they gave you the option at first to think, well, maybe I could get everyone's vote, but everyone's so tightly with each other, they're like, well, I know that this is a problem, so I know he runs, this is a person who's also going to cast a vote in the decision. We're both colleagues here, but he has his own situations to deal with. I'll go over there and see what he wants, and then when we hear what happened, that situation, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go over here and help You know, so it's like, if I get any more tasks, I'm pretty sure one person's gonna agree with me, the other one's not, and it's gonna be like a split decision of some sort. Okay, fall from the heavens. I'm gonna add that there. Confirm. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, here, just do that. Of course, now I'm gonna go save my game. And I'm gonna meet go back to some friendly Cyclopses. Okay, or not. Like, do I... Quest? Yeah, I still have some unfinished business left in the foundry. A few missions, of course, that I probably will have to take care of. But I cannot do that now, but it will be done in the next video. So I will do it then. I think I have, other than that, I'm probably gonna do maybe a live stream of this game, in particular, of me just grinding levels and all that stuff, talking about stuff, if you want to go see that. Other than that, nothing else has, really new that I need to talk about, other than the fact that I changed my name on there, and all that stuff, as I did here, to something that you could actually memorize, because before it was just a bunch of letters and numbers, that's my gamer tag, but I mean, changing my name, I did it for a reason and all that stuff. I hope you understand and all that stuff. But, now I'm going to, ask that if you have any comments, questions, or feedback for me, please leave it in the comment section down below for me to read, as that would help me greatly in determining what you guys want to see, because I have, like, 50 different games on my Xbox 360. If you'd rather prefer that I see one game over another, I'll move that up on the priority list of stuff to record. Because, I mean, most of the games I really don't care about seeing. I could go in the list and show you them. Also, my gamer tag's on screen if you want to send me questions through Xbox Live. And as long as they're appropriate and all that stuff. And I will see you guys later.